the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Washington, where the Wizards will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. Kawhi Leonard in action tonight, the winner of multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Shaq, for wing defenders, where do you have him ranked on the all-time list?
Well, I shook his hand the other day, and his hands are as big as mine, Ernie. But to answer your question, I think he's in a conversation with Pippen and Jordan.
And Jordan, wow. Now, he's one of the best perimeter defenders ever, but those guys are in a company because they've done it on a big stage, Shaq. But he's very intelligent. I love the way he approaches the game defensively. But doing it on that big stage consistently as Pippen and Jordan did, whew.
That's saying something.
That's saying a lot.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Miami.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
But you have to give them credit for being aggressive. The problem is they played too much hero ball. You have to be willing to make the extra pass.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel, because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for them.
Most of the great organizations, the communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. And it's Valanciunas in at the five. Green kicks to Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Pass to Howard. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Morris. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread four, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And free throw good from Morris. Lowry with the ball. 29 points for him last game against Boston. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Outside Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. Lowry against Wall. Over Lowry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Here's Lowry. Ibaka outside. To the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Wall against Lowry. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Morris. Over Ibaka. And another miss by Washington.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
And here's Leonard from three. Knocks down the three ball. Leonard's got 5 now.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Beal the pass to Morris. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he gets it back. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. Pass to Ibaka. Passes it to Leonard. Fades away. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Morris a screen. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Screen by Ibaka. And Valanciunas kicks to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does. And the results speak for themselves.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Many scouts were surprised by Leonard's quick development, his ability to improve his skills and shot as fast as he did. But the truth is, he was always a very hard worker dating back to his amateur days.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, we're talking about Leonard. In college, he put himself through a really tough regimen.
You know, he would be up and out the house by 5 a.m. He'd work out and run basketball drills, usually by himself. This was a part of his daily routine before going to class.
To the inside. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Fast break execution. Danny Green knows where he's supposed to be and seals the deal.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3 and D player.
A nice three-point shooter. Kyle Lowry extends the defense, trying to cover him.
Outside, Wall. Now the pass to Beal. Morris a screen. There's Porter with the three. He can't hit that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
And here's Wall. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. And Wall kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Beal. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Lowry. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Lets a floater go.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots. Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Beal can't get it to go.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Leonard draws the double, and there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Washington making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Valanciunas. Over Morris. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wizards trail by 8. It's Beal on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian, and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
Beal with the steal. Leonard against Porter. He's off on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, it was a rough night for him. A lack of focus, I felt like, led to way too many mistakes.
Also, they lost a turnover differential by a landslide, and their defense really didn't show up.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Porter pulls it in. Wizards trail by 7. Outside, Green. And Wall kicks to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Markieff Morris. Oubre comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Beal. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. And then for Toronto, Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. Last season marked the change, Smitty, as we know, in the number of timeouts a team can get, as well as the length of those timeouts. You think it's helped speed the game along a little bit, made it more efficient?
Yeah, I think it has. I love it that the coaching staffs are limited to 2 timeouts during the last 3 minutes. I love that it's sped up the game. I think next for us is start to look at how much time is spent on referees looking at the replay of plays. I think that's the next step for the NBA to kind of speed up the game.
Now here's Monroe. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That is his first foul of the game. Right, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's VanVleet. He's guarded by Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Leonard's got 16 points.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this league.
Rivers passes to Mahimi. Knocked loose, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Washington has possession. And here is Satoransky. Back to Green, 6 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
And Wright kicks to Leonard. To the paint, here's Van Vliet. That shot off, and it's Washington the other way. Outside, Green. Pass to Oubre. Mahinmi with the screen for Rivers. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Van Vliet. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the paint. Here's Siakam, guarded by Green. Here's Leonard. Back to Siakam. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt, the offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Green.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Oubre. Leonard, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Oubre can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 6. Right inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Siakam misses.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Rivers passes to Satoransky. Oubre kicks to Satoransky. Back to Oubre. Here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 8 points. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now an 8-point Toronto lead. Washington's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Fred Van Vliet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team?
You know, I love the way Van Vliet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
Kicks to Monroe. Outside Leonard from deep. Rebound by Mahinmi. Wizards trail by 8. Here's Oubre. 1:07 left in the first. The three from Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Oubre. 9 points for Jeff Green.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely and finished off by Oubre.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here's Leonard. 26 points for him last game against Boston.
His shot blocking dominated the game. His 3 blocks really had an effect on defense.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Now Satoransky. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mahinmi a screen. And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. Over Monroe. No good on that last second attempt there. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, Howard is out there with Green. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Rivers in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Satoransky. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 5 on the clock. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
John Wall's checked in for Satoransky. Howard, the pass to Oubre. Howard setting the pick for Green. Clock at 6. And Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Raptors with the lead. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Wizards.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Now here's Oubre. A floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kelly Oubre is an X factor for the Wizards. Last season, stepping into the 6-man role. Still very young. He could help take them to the next level.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Kelly Oubre taken after 1 year at Kansas with the 15th pick of the 2015 draft.
You know, he came in as a raw prospect, a five-star recruit in high school, plenty of potential. The Wizards not a lot of salary flexibility, no longer drafting in the lottery. Oubre might be their best shot at improving from within.
And when it comes to big men who can really handle the basketball, there aren't many of them, but there are a few, and they're pretty good at it, the bigs.
You know, I think the best at this, and we don't consider him a big, but he's close to 7 feet, is Kevin Durant.
Right.
Handling the basketball for a big. DeMarcus Cousins is really good. You look at guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, not bad. Blake Griffin, for his size, being able to handle the basketball. We have so many guys that have that skill set, and they're 6'10" and above.
Now here's Rivers. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Oubre. Then for the Raptors, Valanciunas is checked in for Monroe. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for DeLon Wright. Now here's Howard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Here's Wall, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Howard with the steal. And Beal kicks to Wall. A baseline J, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Wall's got his third basket of the night right there. Toronto trailing. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Green, the screen. Here's the screen. Rivers against Lowry. Valanciunas with a screen on Rivers. And the Raptors miss again. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Washington lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas over Howard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Wall, no luck. Raptors trail by 4. Outside, Green. Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. Pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Over Rivers. And again, unable to change momentum here. Inside, how? Whoa!
Goodness.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Two.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but that helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
Wall passes to Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Green against Porter. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Screen by Ibaka. With the teardrop. Clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Green. Wide open shot is on the money. Green's got 5 now.
And you know, Danny, just a mid-second round pick back in 09. That'll make you play with a chip on your shoulder.
They set the screen. Howard setting the pick for Beal. Porter in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Beal in the corner. And another miss by Washington.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 19 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Raptors.
And even when the deep three has been there, they've stayed away from it. They're working hard to get shots from close range, resisting that urge to get too loose with their shot selection.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
For Washington, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities.
And so he hits both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Over Morris. And again, no good by Toronto. Washington shooting 47%, pretty solid. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on. Well, in the summer of 2017, when Otto Porter signed that 4-year, $107 million contract with the Wizards, it was widely questioned. Well, it's been worth every penny thus far as he's become one of the best small forwards in the game.
And the first one drops. And that small forward position that Porter plays, maybe the most important position in the league. You think of LeBron James. You think of Greg KD.
Yeah, and Porter able to kind of hold his own on both ends. The Wizards' most impactful defensive player, he takes on those big-time players night in and night out.
He doesn't get the second one. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018, a top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Leonard, he's checked in for Toronto. So it's Washington now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Drilled from 11 feet out. Leonard's got 20.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Beal against Green. Pass to Wall. Porter kicks to Morris. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play. And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Outside, Wall. Morris with a screen on Lowry. Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Wall. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
In that matchup against the Bucks, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one. And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Lowry from outside, nailed from three-point land. Lowry's got 8 points.
Wow, Kyle Lowry has nice balance on his jump shot, and he was square to the basket.
Morris outside. Leonard with the steal. Down low. Ibaka. Rebound, Washington. Porter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Wall in the corner. There's a good screen over Lowry. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Wall's got 9 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Markieff Morris. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Satoransky subbed in for Beal. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And the Raptors miss again. Wizards leading by 8. 1:57 left in the first half. That's tipped out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Monroe. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Here's Leonard after the basket by Washington. Here's Lowry. Oubre pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. And the 3 off target.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Lowry dishes to right. Back to Lowry from downtown. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahimi's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The drive by Green. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Washington, Jeff Green. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Washington. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:04 left now here in the second. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Wright kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Oubre. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Leonard.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
The pass to Green. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for Washington. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Wright kicks to Leonard. Over Oubre, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Wright. And that's now 24 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now, here's Satoransky. Mahinmi a screen. Pass to Oubre. Fades away. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And so it's Washington with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player, and they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open, and I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Jeff Green has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. Tonight isn't an exception, as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, it's almost impossible to catch up if you keep fouling. They need to be the team getting to the foul line at a higher rate in the second half. That means driving to the basket, hitting the cutter, slicing to the basket. Anything going to the basket is your friend.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now here's Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Raptors trail by 12. Valanciunas with a screen on Porter. Howard with the steal. Jumps up and finished off by Porter.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Green, the screen. Knocked away. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Fades back. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington.
One shot.
And that one falls for John Wall. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Outside, Green. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. Green, the pass to Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Lowry against Wall. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Now here's Lowry. He's got 8. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Over Wall. And the Raptors miss again.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
For 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Raptors call time here. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers, not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
Wall's shot is off. Raptors trail by 20. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. Will it go? And it falls over the rim and in. And it's now 26 points for Leonard.
And for Leonard, it's not just the size, it's the skill level and his commitment to greatness.
Porter against Leonard. Pass to Morris. Over Ibaka. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Morris has got 11.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Green kicks to Leonard. Morris with the block. Outside Porter. Morris with a screen on Leonard. There's Beal with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Porter with the steal. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Here's Van Vliet. Green with the ball. Now Beal defending. Green kicks to Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
In the corner, it's Morris. And it's off from 3-point range. Raptors trail by 20. Here's Van Vliet. Sweet little floater. Van Vliet's got his second bucket. Here's Washington. They're on a 14-6 run. Morris with the screen for Wall. He kicks it to Morris. Porter in the corner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got 6. Here's Van Vliet. Down low, Porter with the steal. Beal against Green. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Howard with a screen on Leonard. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And here's Green outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Shooting Washington, John Wall. At the line for 2.
shooting 2, gentlemen.
No good on that one. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, and in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
And it's Leonard missing.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
To the paint, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Toronto calls timeout. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for John Wall. Then for the Raptors, Monroe comes in for Valanciunas, and it's DeLon Wright in for Green. Pass to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. In the corner, right with it. And the Raptors miss again. Wizards leading by 19 points. Morris with the screen for Rivers. Kicks it to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Releases. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
There's the pass to Morris. Back to Beal. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Beal's got 9 points.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Leonard. 28 points for him. Screen by Monroe. And Siakam has it in the corner. Inside, just 5 to shoot. Count it. Monroe's got his first basket of the night.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Rivers with it. Morris a screen. And here's Porter. Back to Beal. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Van Vliet kicks to right. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. So for the Wizards, Jeff Green is checked in for Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Bradley Beal. Leonard, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short. Washington leading now by 17. Green passes to Oubre, nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. Here's Van Vliet. 6 points for him. Left side, Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
And Satoransky kicks to Howard. There's the pick. Back to Satoransky. To the inside. Here's Van Vliet. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Leonard laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Howard in the post. Monroe on him. The shot's good. 6 points for Dwight Howard.
And Howard too big, too strong for the defense inside.
Van Vliet passes to Monroe. Outside Leonard. Oubre with the steal. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. And Wright pulls it down. Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Van Vliet. Screen by Monroe. To the middle. Off the screen. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 34.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And Satoransky kicks to Howard. Here's the screen. Got a piece of it. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Right against Satoransky. Howard, the pass to Satoransky. Back to Howard. They kick it out to Green. Screen by Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rivers. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rivers has got 5.
Not a pure shooter in the classic sense, but Rivers is a threat out there if you give him any room.
Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rejected by Monroe. Inside, here's Van Vliet. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Wizards leading by 10.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Here's Howard. A second chance effort. No good there.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
And so it's Washington going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Washington shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Austin Rivers is out there with Satoransky. Then there's Green. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Van Vliet kicks to Monroe. There's the pick. Here's Lowry. And he drops it in from the low post.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Wizards leading by 10. Sadaransky, the pass to Howard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, physical defense, but Howard just too strong.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. And that's 36 points for Leonard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the screen. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Rivers. Toronto grabs the miss. They get a hand on it. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Oubre, good.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Lowry kicks to Monroe. And Siakam has it in the corner. Passes it to Van Vliet to the middle. Monroe right side. 6 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Valanciunas comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Green in for Fred Van Vliet. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Wizards leading by 13. Now Rivers. He kicks it to Wall. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the left side wing. To the inside. And stolen by Howard. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Leonard kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry from outside. No good that time. And the Wizards now going the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Toronto has possession. 15-point game. Here's Siakam, guarded by Green. Siakam, good. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Wall against Lowry. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got 22 points.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Now here is Lowry. Here's Leonard. Nails the baby hook. Leonard's got 38 points.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Screen by Howard. Oubre kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Howard. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Oubre passes to Green. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Raptors trail by 13. Leonard draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Raptors now. Wall against Lowry. Back to Siakam. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Well, Smitty, we saw with Jonas Valanciunas, the Lithuanian big man, shooting more threes last season.
Valanciunas saw all the other centers in this league add a three-pointer and wanted in on the action as well. Only took about one a game, but he shot over 40%.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Green. Porter comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Rivers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Otto Porter. Here's Lowry. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter. Wizards leading by 11. Screen by Howard. And Wall kicks to Howard. Looking for Wall. He gets it there.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
Lowry passes to Leonard. Back to Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Now here's Wall. Screen by Howard. And Beal kicks to Porter. Howard setting the pick for Porter. And the call is going to be...
Screen.
Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Lowry against Wall. The pass to Valanciunas. Over Howard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the paint. And Wall with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Green. Outside Lowry. Green with a screen on Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 41.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Raptors on defense. Here's Wall.
Lowry isn't the biggest player, but he can get in your shirt and challenge a shot.
And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand, Steve. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believed in Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this team now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Lowry. Kicks it to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Off the inbound pass. No good from Valanciunas. Wizards leading by 10. Right side, Beal. And he banks in the layup. Now, here's Lowry. Pass to Leonard. Green against Beal. Green up on top. Leonard draws the double. 5 to shoot. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Lowry can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Leonard against Porter. Shoots over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Lowry.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Wall passes to Morris. He kicks it to Howard. Here's Wall, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for your Wizards, John Wall. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Raptors trail by 13. Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Give it up for your Wizard girls.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Lowry dishes to Leonard. Shot from the top of the key. Wall grabs the board. Wall's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's good. Wall's got 34.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here's Green. Pass to Ibaka. Kicks to Lowry. To the middle. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Valanciunas.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him at all.
Wall against Lowry. Screen by Howard. Wall passes to Beal. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. .137 left to play here in the fourth.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Wizards leading by 13. All with it. Morris with a screen on Lowry. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Toronto's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Washington.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for John Wall.
You know, when we talk about floor general, this is really what we mean. He was making the right reads, directing guys around, delivering passes that were on time and on point.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry, the Villanova alum, does everything you want from a point guard. Very complete player on both ends of the floor.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre, and John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. Monroe's checked in for Toronto. And so Lowry nails both of them. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Wall kicks to Howard. The dish now to Beal. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Now here's Lowry. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Beal, and Washington again with the bucket.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Lowry kicks to Monroe. Miles, that's for 2. No good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. So long.